Guys, I want to say welcome to Urban Voice Media, the Roundtable session with LB, yours truly. As you've seen on that picture, laced up front, the one and only, the infamous, those who throw those two hands and those two legs, Bam Bam, the man, the little man, the young man. He's going to be the legend. He's going to be the myth. But most definitely, he will make it to be that legend. Guys, we got an action pack. We got both his coaches, his dad, mentors in the back waiting to talk about that young dude out in Wilmington, North Carolina, coming up next after the intro.
You are now tuned into Urban Voice Media.
As I said, you guys, Bam Bam. Now, the people who know me, they know I love my boxing. I love me some MMA, some UFC. This young fella that we're going to talk about today, Bam Bam, Kain Bam Bam Bass, the young man that's going to rise to the top. And when I say legend, I really, really do mean it. He's going to be legendarily one of the youngest to do it and do it greater than anybody's ever done it. But before we talk more and more about Bam Bam, we got his dad coming up. And I'm going to tell you something. I spoke with his dad, and his dad is phenomenal. The things that he sat down and instructed into his young son, and to get him where he needed to be mentally, to think about structurally getting his body trained up and to the point where he can actually go out and compete. Phenomenal. That's all I can say about him. But we're going to talk, before I bring the dad up, we're going to talk to one of his other coaches, Coach Les. Coach Les, how you doing, Coach?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
All right. I was wanting to talk to the dad first, but I said, you know what, let me go another route and talk to, because, sometimes parents can say, you know what, they can be a little easy or a little hard on the son, especially with it being their child. With Bam Bam not being your son, and the first time you lay eyes on Bam Bam, what was your first thoughts?
Hey, the first time I saw Bam Bam, I said, yo, he got the eye of the tiger. Like, he ready to go and fight. He in that ring, he want it. He got that energy, that passion. He just got that, he just got that urge to want to do something, though, and become something, become a better version of himself.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. With the No Limit Gym, how did you come in? How did you find No Limit and say, hey, this is what I need to be doing? And, and why did you want to be a part of No Limit Gym?
You talking to coach? I mean, dad?
No, to you.
Okay. Well, I wanted to be the part for No Limit.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. When I did it a long time ago, man, it's all about the kids and stuff, though, man. Like, I want to get kids off the streets and stuff, and and become something. And then, like, when Bam came in there, I like he was just a different kid that came in there, though. I respect all the other kids that's the same, though. But when he came in, it was just different, though. He just, like I said, he wanted to fight. he had a heart, get in the ring and fight. He didn't care who it is.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What are, as far as the growth with Bam Bam, how do you Bam Bam started when he was what age?
I really ain't sure. I know he started. It was a while ago. I can't say. Dad got to tell you about how long did he first start. I don't want to put that on there if I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the dad, he's getting locked in. We don't have him on screen yet. We have I got him as far as audio, but his video, we don't have the video up on him yet, so people can see what the dad looked like. Okay. But once he gets once we get that technical problem fixed, we'll bring Coach K up and let him speak on behalf of his son. Actually, on the screen right now, that's Coach K right there on the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. Um, and now Bam Bam, he's 10 years old, in the 5th grade. He's won 8 matches. Now,
Right.
where does his record stand?
You say what is what? Say it again.
As far as Bam Bam's record, what is his winning record? What does that look like?
His winning record is good and all that though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he been out there, like I said, like I'm not totally sure with it because he started before I came though. But since he been here, he just been winning fights though, man. Like since he been here, I think he got like five or four since he been here, definitely.
Okay, sounds great. I think now we have the dad, Coach K. How's it going? Can you hear me, sir? Coach K. I think he's still trying to get sound up. I'm not for sure. Can you hear me, Coach K? He still can't hear.
Yeah, I think he got to hit the probably the this put it out of the speakers or something though, because he got to hit a button. I don't know if he hit it or not.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you, Coach Les, how difficult, or do you see that there's a big difference in kickboxing and regular boxing?
Right.
What is the difference in reference to the training with the young men and women?
It's both still combat fighting, you know, and I respect both you know, kickboxing and boxing. But the difference is though, like, you know, saying kickboxing, you just use your legs and all stuff. They're using your legs more, and it took a lot of a lot of work with that. In the boxing end though, you know, your cardio got to be on point because you're constantly moving and all that stuff, moving around, getting out the way and all that. But you know, they both basically the same. You know what I'm saying? Just besides the difference is kicking, and then versus as you just throwing punches. You don't worry about you in the boxing gym. I mean, not in the boxing. If you're in the boxing, you don't worry about getting kicked.
Mm-hmm. I know with boxing, you know, they tape the hands up real delicate, and really is to protect the hand itself from breaking.
Right.
And a couple years back, I watched was it Anderson Silva, where he was in a fight and he threw a kick and he broke his shin and all that.
Right.
What preparation do you get to strengthen that bone itself to where it won't break when the young men and women are in competition?
I mean, for that though, like, you know what I'm saying, you still want to go, you know, go therapy definitely with that. But usually though, if you want to build something out like that though, usually you got going like to the bands and stuff, like on bands. Versus that, don't put like it's a lot of weights on your legs and all that. Cause a lot of people go to weights. Weights sometimes they be real bad and hurt you worse than anything. If you got bands would be really good and stuff though. And just take your time and let it heal. A lot of people want to get back into the ring faster than you can heal, but you got to take time off at the same time and let it heal up.
Now do you train more on the boxing end or on the kicking end?
You know, I train boxers. I train a lot of boxers stuff though. So, you know, I got pro boxers, amateur boxers, and all that stuff. That's what I do, and I do a lot of strength conditioning. So, you know, that's what I mainly do.
Okay, Coach K, do we have you now? We got you in, Coach K.
Hey, you got that button right there? Is it a button sit there to hit the volume?
I tell you what, Les, just have Coach K to come over where you are. Tell him to put his phone down.
He said, put your phone down here. Take my phone.
Yeah. We'll work it that way.
All
right. There he is. The father of Bam Bam. Coach K, tell me, how did you come up with the name for your son?
Bam Bam. For Bam Bam, when he was in his mom, he was already kicking in his mom. So we decided to say, we'll call him Bam Bam because he already a kicker in his mom. So that's how his name became, he became Bam Bam.
At what age did you see that, hey, my son, he's going to be a fighter?
He started when he was like 2 years old, roughing up a little bear at home on the floor. Then I bought him a little bag for the house, and he started beating up the bear in the bag. And I'm like, okay, this a good sign. You know, he knew, you know, he saw daddy's, you know, fight before when he was younger. And, you know, I just decided, you know, when it's time for him, when he's ready, he'll be ready. And he said, Daddy, I want to fight. And that's how I became, you know, he became doing what he's doing. And he, you know, he just a good kid, you know, he's smart, you know, so, you know, being his dad is, you know, it could have his cons. You know, Coach Les helped me out too, because, you know, you training your son, you know, it's different, you know. But Coach is good inspiration too to help out, you know, helps me out.
Awesome. So did you and Kane's mom, did y'all have to have a discussion as to, baby, this is what we're gonna do? Baby, he really wants to fight. Was she with it, or you had to like coach your wife into, hey, he want to fight, let's let him fight?
No, it was his decision. You know, she knew what she knew from my experience and you know, as a professional fighter, retired now, she knew that I wanted to make him, you know, a champion. I said that, so she went along with it, you know. So it was a good thing.
I don't know if you heard earlier, I'm a big boxing fighting advocate, man. I love it. From boxing to UFC, not so much into wrestling, but UFC and boxing, I'm big on it. Now to combine the two, I really haven't got into the kickboxing aspect.
Yes, sir.
But do you see Kain wanting to stay into kickboxing? Or do you see him eventually maybe gravitating as he get older into UFC?
It's whatever he wants to do. You know, I always tell my kids, you know, my students, whatever you want to do, you know, I support you. But he's not just a kickboxer and stuff. He does football as well. So he's an elite athlete. You know, anything he does with education, school, football, baseball, soccer, you know, he's done it and he's excelled in it. And that's the drive we have. You know, I'm not pushing him. So any sport he plays or he decided to play, I support him, and he'll do good anyway because he's so athletic.
That's good. That's good that he had that support, because there's a lot of children out there. And I noticed as I was doing some research on the No Limit Gym, you guys have a wide variety of age groups and also adults that you're training.
Yes,
so
sir.
Tell me more about No Limit Gym.
Well, No Limit Boxing, you know, Coach Les, you know, I met him, and I was online looking at gyms or whatever, and I saw his ring, and I like the ruggedness in here. I like the old school vibe. You know, I don't care about all the fancy stuff in the gym. You know, you give me that rugged, old school, you know, tough love gym. That's how you build champions, you know, not counting other gyms out, but this is what I prefer and I like and I'm used to. So, you know, No Limit was just, you know, great for me and what I do, and has all the great equipment in here, everything we need to build champions and motivate them. And that's how we do things here. And I'm glad to be part of No Limit Boxing and Hammer Kickboxing here in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Sounds great. In this clip right here, now, Bam, he's 10 years old in the clip right here.
Yeah, he's 10 years old right here. This was maybe a couple of weeks ago before his fight. So we was just working on his boxing here, and, you know, just working him.
Awesome. Awesome.
So he's doing defense, reaction stuff, timing stuff, you know, boxing stuff like that. So, you know, he's working on his, you know, his timing and stuff, you know, and explosiveness. And as you see in the ring here, No Limit, hey, there's nothing better than being in the ring.
That's awesome.
Kids love it here, you know, being in the ring and stuff, you know, because a lot of gyms don't have rings like that. So Coach Les here at No Limit has his ring, and, you know, that's what it's all about, because I fought in the rings when I competed. So that's my thing.
Now, when you were fighting, you were boxing or a kickboxing?
I started martial arts in 1987. Don't tell my age. So I started in 1987 in Taekwondo. I did everything I had to do in there. So I couldn't do no more. So I said, let me try this MMA stuff out. So that's when it came upon in 1998 when I moved to Florida and Fort Lauderdale, and then I tried it out, and ever since then it just kickboxing, MMA. I fell in love with it and competed and did what I had to do, So it was good stuff. Pause.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting up here talking and they didn't even have me on the screen. But what I was asking was, who were some of your idols when you were fighting? Who did you look up to and say, hey, I want to be like that?
My idol to this day is my first instructor, Freddie McNeil. He's out of Durham, North Carolina. I always wanted to be like him from day one, but he always told me, be better than me. And at one point, I beat him in the competition, crying, everything, won some money. And I always wanted to be like him. And to this day, he says to me, he said, Bass, I want to be like you. So it kind of reversed now that, I want to be like him. Now he wants to be like me. So that's special to me, So he was one of my idols and stuff. Crew Larry, boarding down to Fort Lauderdale. He's my kickboxing instructor. He taught me all my kickboxing and stuff in Florida. So that's how I learned hammer kickboxing and this Dutch style system. So those two men are part of my martial arts journey and my career that helped me pave the way for my son and my students and helping out,
Does with martial arts, kickboxing, does that crowd also follow in regular boxing crowd?
Yeah, when you're in sports, we follow the crowd like that. I follow the MMA, the boxing, all kind of combat sports. So even Olympic style fighting, taekwondo, I've done that. Point fighting, karate. Still talk to some of my buddies who still, coaches and compete in point karate and stuff like that as world champions. So, as a martial art, we deal with sports. We like to look at everything, just analyze everything: boxing, kickboxing, MMA, judo, jiu-jitsu, so it's part of being a martial artist. You look at everything, not just one art.
Mm-hmm. Are you happy to see where UFC has taken the Ultimate Fighting? Are you happy to see where it is, and hopefully maybe they can generate that same thing with kickboxing?
I like the UFC, but it's a lot of things they should be working on. Like they should be paying the fighters more money, I think. And that's the key: taking care of the fighters. The promoters, and they make so much money, but pays those guys less money they should be making. And it's a combat sport. Boxers make more money than most of those guys in MMA. They make way more money. So I think it should be a balance of MMA needs to take care of their fighters. Because it take more damage. Boxing, it's a tough sport. Sweet science, but I think it should be a balance.
Could it be, Coach, at the fact that in UFC, really, you only have one promoter, and that's Dana. But in boxing, you got multitude of promoters. You know what I'm saying? Who can bring that money bank up? So is that part of the problem? Maybe someone else need to.
No,
I don't know how they can get in with Dana. That's his baby.
They just need to take care of the fighters. All sports, combat sports, the fighters need to be taken care of. The coaches need to be taken care of, and not just the promoter. They get it all. They can, they the bosses, but still you got to make sure the fighters taken care of, because we're doing the work, the competing, the cutting weight, eating right, and all that stuff. But then when you go compete, you gotta, you got to make sure they're taken care of, because injuries happen. A lot of things can happen in a fight, So I think the UFC should take better care of their fighters, pay them more money, and then I think it'll be, a balanced out thing.
Now, when your camp are having competitions, are they going to different states, or are the majority of the competitions there in Wilmington?
We went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on his last fight. So we've traveled a little bit, out of the state. The best fighters out of state, locally different, you know what I'm saying? This is Wilmington, but, they do their best up here. But you want that competition. You want that person to make, put you to the test. And, going to other states or different, elite gyms or whatever to train together, like Coach Les does, go help out. That's going to help the fighters out. You can't just stay in one spot where you're not getting that training. So you got to go to other places and different competitions to test yourself. So that's a big deal.
Now, Bam Bam, he's in the 5th grade, right?
Yes, sir.
75 pound.
Mm-hmm.
At what will there become a point where Bam Bam may need to make a decision as to which sport he really want to target?
He's targeting football right now too. He got 3 belts. Started at 8 years old. He's got 3 belts, and he wanted to play football. So I turned him on to football in his first year last year, tackle football, and with his athletic ability in kickboxing, and he dominated. He really dominated, did really good. So whatever Bam wants to do, if he wants to go play football, be a professional football player, and go to LSU, good grades, good education. So that's what's important. Whatever he decides to do, he wants to play football, baseball, basketball, I support him. But I keep telling him, go to play baseball. That's where the real money is. And you get less injuries.
Exactly. And it goes back to what you were talking about in reference to taking care of the athlete. They do. They take care of them. And I noticed going across the screen, it talks about all the things that No Limit boxing gym strength camp has. You got strength training, boxing instructions, ladies fitness boxing, youth sports instructions, baseball instruction, boxing instruction, football instruction, softball instruction, basketball instruction, strength camp challenges, and after school and summer programs.
Oh yeah.
You guys are busy, man.
We so busy. And our kids, it helps out and stuff, and we try to I need help because me and Coach Les, we rolling, we teaching, but it's a lot going on, which is good. Busy is good. Don't get me wrong. We staying busy, staying active. We growing, and building our champions in this gym, and Coach Les is a blessing, and No Limit. So we're doing our thing here to help try to change, a lot of things in the city. In the community and stuff. So we're really doing big things here, not just fighting.
Right.
That's very important for these youth out here in these streets. And we're trying to, get them an outlet, like Coach said, get an outlet for them to come in the gym. And this is where it is. A lot of people are not doing that. You can bring them in, but we're building character and, strong kids' mind, bullying proof, how to deal with situations. And we're doing our thing here. And, I'm just glad to be part of No Limit Boxing, teaching my kickboxing. And we're going to continue to grow here and strive to be the best gym in Wilmington and make champions. That's what we do.
You said something that is very, very interesting to me. You said that, your focus is to get the kids off the streets.
Yep.
And into something. And that's great because most times you see a child, they're doing something they have no business doing, or they in these right here.
Yep.
They glued into that versus doing something constructive. So I tilt my hat off to you and the whole crew there at No Limit.
Thank you, sir. That's what we doing.
I tilt my hat off to you guys, man, and that's great that you stepped in. Now, has Wilmington itself, came in and supported you in reference to helping you with, just some type of support to help keep the gym up and going?
We're working on more of that too to get it out there. So we was on the news here in Wilmington and stuff. That helped out a whole lot. I set that up with the anchor, sports anchor and the media lady, Donna Gregory here in Wilmington. They had it set up for us. It's like my 3rd time being on the news here and doing what I'm doing about kickboxing. So it's not the first time. So I got, we have support here, and I want to, bring it here in the gym as well to, show the support and the love that, I have for, training and, doing my job as coach and a retired fighter and stuff. So yeah, it's very important to get it out there in Wilmington, and what you're doing as well.
As I said earlier, I'm a big boxing advocate, man, and martial arts and ultimate fighting advocate. I love it. In reference to sponsorship for Bam Bam, have you had sponsors to come and help support you guys?
Yeah, so far we getting the sponsorship up. We have one sponsorship, Egg Weights. They send him equipment, and to work on his conditioning, and the other athletes here. We have Egg Weights sponsoring him. Trying to get Jersey Mike's. They used to sponsor him as well. So we're trying to get the sponsorship to get things going, so we can travel and represent the company and give back to the company by our wins and in the sponsorship.
Sounds great. Tell me more about you and Coach Les. Is he still next to you?
Yeah, Coach Les right here.
Okay. Can he squeeze in there some kind of way?
Yeah, we're too big. Hey, we're two big guys, but we'll make something happen.
You know what you can do? Try to turn your camera sideways. See if that'll work for you.
All right.
See if that'll get you. There you go. There you
We
go.
ain't looking scary, are we?
You
Yeah.
perfect. You perfect, man. You perfect. Coach Les, Coach K, how did you two guys combine and come together and say, hey, we are a team. We can work together? Because some coaches can't work with other coaches. How did y'all two gel together?
How we both gel together?
We're like a superpower team.
Hold on. Yeah.
We're like a team.
Yeah, we like a team stuff though. I mean, we got the same goals in our heart. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, create championships. People coming in and want to work hard.
We motivate each other. I feed off his energy. He helps me out and critique my students. I help his students out. So we best of both worlds. Not just kickboxing and boxing, but as coaches and what we're trying to do for the community and leadership and build and grow and get our fighters and champions, as winners. So and change their lifestyle and lives and stuff. That's what we do. So we feed off each other and stuff.
I like that.
We're gonna make it happen.
There's one clip that we have here with Bam actually I think he's in competition. Guys, tell me about this right here.
Oh, that look good. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. It looks good, and it's that's the work we put in. There's no knockouts. So we basically, trying to get him into the real thing if he wants to go up in the full contact. But the promoter already told him he can't fight in this anymore. He's too dominant. And that's the way we train. We train hard and go in there and get this win.
Yep, that's right. Wow.
Now
So
is Bam the taller one or the shorter one?
Oh, he's the taller one.
Yeah.
He's the taller one. No shirt on.
And now are they fighting by weight or by age?
Both. Yeah,
Now, where was this at right here?
Age and weight.
Where was this at?
Huh?
Where was this fight right here at?
This is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay.
The IKF at Crown Royal under Johnny Superfit Davis. He has events all over the country now.
Yeah, well-known person.
Well-known person. So yeah, Bam was just taking it to him. He was going light. He told him he just a monster with it. So he has to go to the full contact. Now that was his last point kickboxing match because he's too dominant. And that's how we train him here.
Man,
Going
that's
all
nice.
out.
When people, if they go to the your Facebook page for No Limit, what's the Facebook page there?
Facebook page for No Limit. It's No Limit Boxing.
No Limit Boxing. Okay. When I actually
feel like this, it's No Limit Boxing Club because we've got a lot of people using our name, got No Limit Boxing everywhere. So you'll see a lot of them No Limit Boxing. So, but we No Limit Boxing Club out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay, we're gonna put that on No Limit Boxing Club at Facebook. Um, with training, is it a different training with the males and the females? Because I was watching one video where the girls was doing sit-ups and they was doing them way better than some of the guys.
That's normal. That's normal. Some of the girls in here go harder than the guys. Like, whoa, we got some older people. Coach Les got some students. They go hard. They older. And like, man,
we got a 60-year-old. Was it 60
something? Yeah.
Yeah, and she didn't go harder than some of these younger folks. They 19 and 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people who really want it and want to really put that work in, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Coach, well, both this right here, this question is for both coaches. Even though Coach K, you had said that the decision for Bam as to what direction he want to go in reference to what sport is totally up to him. Will it hurt either one of you guys a little bit if he choose football, baseball, or basketball over what he's doing now?
Well, you gonna go first? I'm gonna go first on this one.
You go first.
All right, number one, hey, I remember I have a kid I trained for football. And Bam asked about it. He said, yo, I want you to do football. I said, man, go and play football. Play all the sports you want, man. While you young, play everything. If you want to play it, try it out.
Yep. So, Coach, like you said, he does everything, and if you want to be an elite athlete, you got to train hard. No excuses. And we emphasize that. Don't cheat on us. Don't slack on us, because that next man is working hard. That next female is working hard. We don't, we keep it real. I ain't gonna we're not gonna bite our tongues, baby up anything like. It's real. Your training is real. The way you train is the way you're gonna perform in that ring, in football, and baseball. It don't matter which sport. Hard work, dedication.
There's always somebody getting ready to take your spot.
Yep, always. And I tell Bam that all the time. There's somebody out here always better than you, but you got to be that one kid to keep working hard every time. No slacking.
Guys, my wife is from Omaha, Nebraska. And you know where I'm going with this one. She's watched, some of the guys that are out there, such as Terrence Crawford and his boxers. And she knows the guys locally. She knows them because, they was raised around in the same neighborhoods. Do you get some of the people from the area say, hey, you guys are doing great. We've seen you such and such. Do you have a fan base to come up and say, hey, we like what you're doing?
We get people, I don't know about Kevin. This is just on me. We got people saying, yeah, you're doing a good job and all that stuff though. But at the same time, I'm not born from down here. I'm really from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I know a lot of people. We got a lot of big boxers come out of Cincinnati, Ohio. So here it's just a little bit different because we just not from here.
Yeah, they stick together here.
They stick together. Yeah. So me and him, what we got to do is we got to make noise.
We make the noise.
And that's
what
we
doing. We doing it. We making noise, and people see that and understand we win.
Right.
We working hard. The news, they come here. They know it. Everybody know what we're doing. We win. We doing what we supposed to do in all aspects of the game. And changing people's lives, not just through our boxing or kickboxing, but the way we talk to the kids. We give them an outlet, like Coach say. We talk to them about school. How was your day? Yes, sir, ma'am. What? Yeah.
I had kids. I even had kids bring me report cards. Report cards come up here. We talk about it. If they need help, whatever stuff, we got people in line just to help them do homework if they need homework. Because sometimes we talk like, well, hey, you might have to sit out for a week or two, whatever, and do your homework and see what's going on. Because bad grades can't get into college. Because like my son, he played college football, and he just said the same thing I was telling him. You got to have good grades if you want to go to college.
Yep. It's very important. Education is more important than just going to sports. You can't just not have your education because you got to have something to fall back on.
Right.
You may not be the best kickboxer in the world, MMA fighter or boxer, but you got some education. You're smart.
And you still, even if you do boxing or kickboxing, if you did make it regardless though, you still want to have that time because you still got to invest your money in something. You got to know something. How to move your money, how to make yourself grow in a later time and stuff though. So, but it's all about being smart.
Mm-hmm. Coach Les, I just had that conversation with some jazz musicians yesterday, in reference to knowing how to manage your money and leverage your money. And I'm glad you said that. You know, you guys are teaching so much more than just boxing. You're teaching life, really.
Right, yeah,
A lot
right.
of them, and that's great, man. I tilt my hat off to both of you guys for doing that.
That is very important. Life lessons in sports, you know, in education. It's very important. That was instilled in me when I was a young kid, my education, and then martial arts, not martial arts, education. You know?
Right.
Because
I tilt my hat off to you, brother.
Everybody have failures before, and then you got lessons. You know, failures are lessons, but at the same time, you got the lessons, though you learn from your lessons.
That's what we do.
Other than Bam Bam, guys, let me ask you, other than Bam Bam, what other fighter that you have there in the gym that you could say, hey, you know what? He might just take no limit in the promotion to the next level. What fighter would that be?
I couldn't hear you. It's like your thing was breaking up.
Is there another fighter other than Bam Bam that could put the No Limit Gym on the map in reference to, you know, people want to attract themselves to come see what you guys got?
I got one person in my gym. His name is Marquise and all that stuff. He been winning, and he been in a lot of fights. He got knockouts and stuff, and he got belts. He met Chrissy Martin. She's a professional boxer. You probably know her and stuff. She's for Mama Ali's daughter. So he's on the upcome. We're trying to go ahead and get him pro next year. And coach right here, we've been helping him out, putting work on him. If I got my back turned, trust me, he on the way. Making him do something else.
Everywhere. 2 eyes, 4 eyes total. His eyes and my eyes.
Yeah.
We watching everything. And he does the same for me as well, you know. So we help everybody out of here and try to motivate them and give them much love and show them that, you know, we appreciate them because they the future. You know, we just the coaches. We done our jobs.
My father. Hey, Keith in here? Keith. Come here.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
We got the.
Let's get that champion on. Let's get that champion on here.
Where you at? Keith, come over here. This is him right here. This is the other champ right here. When it's a lot of belts right here. They call him.
All right. How's it going, champ? How's it going, champ?
Get on down here real quick. What you say?
How's it going, champ?
I'm fine. How about you?
All right. You in there doing some workouts now?
What is that? You say you put some work in? Oh yes, sir. Always.
All right. What weight pound class you in?
Right now it's heavyweight, but I need to cut down.
Oh, we're gonna get him down.
Now, are you boxing or are you kickboxing?
Boxing, regular boxing.
Boxing. Awesome, man. All right, well, we're gonna look to seeing you into the big stage lights here pretty soon, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you looking to go to the Olympics or, you know, just go straight from the gym to professional?
Both nationals and Olympics, if I can.
Awesome. And what was your name again?
Yeah, he been Cody Club too.
What was your name?
Say it again.
What is his name? What is his stage name?
It's regular. His name is Keith. Here, you want to say your name? It's my regular name. Just say your name.
All right, bro. Well, we're gonna look forward to seeing you doing some stuff. You put them hands on them hard.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
All right, come on, coach.
All right.
All right,
there. No,
Coach Les, you also have another person that you're training in the gym as well, Kizzy. Is Kizzy around you anywhere?
We can't hear you. You got static on your end. Static.
Is Kizzy around you anywhere?
I can't hear him.
What do you say, sir?
Is Kizzy available?
Kizzy.
Tell me about Kizzy, Les.
Hi.
How you doing, Kizzy? How are you doing?
Good.
All right. Tell me about Coach Les. Now, I heard from Coach Les, and I heard from Coach K. Tell me about the training that Coach Les put you through when you're working out.
can barely hear you. It's very staticky.
Tell me about the training that you have with Coach Les.
Okay, say that again.
Tell me about the training that you have with Coach Les.
Oh, tell you about training Coach Les. Well, so in April, I came here. I was looking for a gym because I was like at the bottom. So I met Coach Les and I told him what I was trying to do, and he was like, "You believe me?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "You believe me? Let's do it." So I told him what I want to do. So I want to lose weight, get back in shape, feel good about myself again, and here I am. And he trained me hard. He be in my behind, like, "Let's go. I don't care. I ain't feeling sorry for you. Let's go. Let's do it." So I mean, I came in, it was hot. I would have to do private school, so hot, but I got it done. And so now I'm doing normal classes.
Stay in there, stay dedicated, Kizzy. Stay motivated, stay dedicated to what you're doing, and the goal that you're looking for, you're gonna get there. Just stay dedicated.
Yes.
All right. Is the two coaches still there?
Yeah, the two coaches still there, and Coach K also, because I wanted to try kickboxing, and I like it. I got the best of both worlds. I got the best coaches in town.
Do it,
both
sister.
great. They motivate
Do
me.
it. Do it. Do it. All right. Let me wrap it up with the coaches.
You want the coaches?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Coach K, Coach Les, when is the next competition for Bam Bam?
Another competition. Oh, we got a lot going on. Really. For his, it's gonna be down in Orlando. July. I mean, my bad. Orlando in July.
May, I think May 2, Winston-Salem, and Orlando in July. So we got 2 coming up.
Okay.
But
And
we got to train for it, though. That's the thing. We're not going if we're not ready. That's the main thing. We're not going to put anybody out there if they're not ready, because that's not how I was trained and coach does his thing. We make sure they're ready. It's a yes or no. Either you train hard or you stay home. We don't waste our time, money, or energy going out there if we're not ready and prepared, because it's a tough sport.
Mm-hmm. Now
It's tough.
You put the information on your Facebook page if people want to go to Winston-Salem or Florida.
Yeah, it'll be on there. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. Well, guys, I appreciate the interview. Much
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot,
success to
man.
Bam Bam and to you guys building that gym up to being that top-notch level, that world-class. People want to come and visit. I'm going to be coming to Wilmington to sit down and personally meet you, both of you
We'll
guys,
be ready for you, sir.
Bam Bam,
We'll be ready.
and the rest of the crew there. And guys, don't go nowhere. Stay in the background. I'm going to end the podcast, but stay in the background because I want to talk to you about some things. So please don't go nowhere, okay?
All right, we got you.
Cool. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thanks
for your
a lot.
time and support. Appreciate that. And continue to keep watching us grow. And we will continue to be out here doing good things for this community and Wilmington and these athletes.
You know what? Before I actually let you guys go, I want to give a shout out to Kizzy, because Kizzy actually contacted Urban Voice Media.
Shouts out to Kizzy.
Yeah, Kizzy,
She's
Johnson.
phenomenal.
and she helps out a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? She help out with the kids, everything and stuff. We go on trips or anything, though. She asks what we need, anything. She's a big part of, sitting here at No Limit too, helping out with everybody here. So, Kizzy, hey, I give you much love.
Much love, Kizzy Johnson. Thank you, KJ.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you in a second, okay? You heard it, guys. Kain, Bam Bam, Baz. Keep your eyes on that young man. Right now, he's only 10 years old. You heard what his father, Kelvin, said. You heard what his big uncle, Coach Les, said. Watch out for Bam Bam, either playing football, baseball, basketball, and also fighting, whether it's boxing or kickboxing. Watch out for that name, Bam Bam. I'm sure he's going to keep that name with him, Bam Bam, because in everything, if you shooting a hoop, it's Bam. If he's taking someone's head off their shoulders on that football field, it's Bam. If he's kicking or throwing a punch, it's Bam Bam, Bam Bam. Remember that name, Kain, Bam Bam, Baz. This young man right here, let's see where we got him at. This young man right here. Welcome to his world. With me saying that right there, guys, until next time, y'all be good.